And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the group stage of the H.4.0.S Galactic Battle Champions. We're towards the end of round 6 here, and we have a banger of a ZVP ready for you. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of lane lines, we have the Polish Brodos player, the red Brodos representing Offside Esports. It is Krystianer. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the blue Zerg player representing Team Liquid. It is Elazer. Here we go. Here we go, as we are going to be settling in to our ZVP again. I believe we have not yet seen Krystianer on the main stream, on the main stage, until now. Likewise, Elazer, of course, he has been looking very, very good, very much so on fire here in this event. I mean, hey, he's the best Zerg player in all of Poland. At the same time, Krystianer, he is arguably the Prince of Poland himself. He did bring down Elazer previously and actually win a H.4.0.S Galactic battle over Elazer. That did occur at the beginning of 2024, and of course in the middle of 2024 Elazer was not actually a part of the Galactic Battle event, and now he's back for revenge. Will history repeat itself? Will Krystianer take down Elazer for a second time, or will Elazer recover, and will he redeem himself here against Krystianer? Here we go. As we settle in, you know what time it is? It is a Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets in the chat on who you think will claim the series. As a reminder, this is a best of 2. Best of luck. Personally, I think there's a high chance for a 1-1. I think there's a very high chance for a 1-1 score. If not, I think I actually favor Krystianer. Again, Krystianer, he has been getting the better of Elazer as of late. Krystianer, he has been popping off and been improving himself, and I would say currently is the best Protoss in Poland. But I do think it's quite close. I think when you compare Krystianer to Geralt, when you compare Krystianer to Mana as well, I think they're very close in skill. Very different stylistically, of course, but close nonetheless. And yeah, we'll see how this series turns out. I'm ready. I am excited, as these players are primed to make it into the playoffs. We'll see if they can. But now, Stargate opener out of Krystianer is going for the Stargate. Into his Oracle, into his third base. Back at home, Elazer going hatch, gas, pool. Let's go. Wait, house stands for something? Yes. I mean, it's not pronounced house, it's pronounced house. I believe it's meant to be chaos. Like, it's meant to, it's supposed to be. It's the number 4 instead of an A. Is number 4. House Galactic Battle. House, I think. I don't know. It's fine. Regardless, we're settling in. And typically Krystianer, his go-to style, his go-to build here in this matchup is to go very heavily Archon Immortal based. At times he does open up Archon drop into Immortal production, or sometimes just straight up just Immortal Archon straight off the back on 3 bases. That is his go-to, and with that style he has been able to overcome and overwhelm Elazer time and time again. But it's been a while. It's been, I mean, what, 6 months? It's been a long time since the last Galactic battle, a long time since they faced off against each other in this kind of format. We'll see if Elazer has a better answer to it, as Elazer's been quite aggressive tonight. Quite aggressive indeed. We casted Elazer earlier against Geralt, and Elazer, he was hyper aggressive. He was going all in after all in after all in. And we'll see if he can bring it back. We go. As Krystianer is getting his third base. Meanwhile, fast lit. This is what I mean. Again, if you were here earlier, as the Oracles they damage to the mineral line, 4 drones going to be going down. Very nice damage here by Krystianer. Does wreak havoc. Recalls back home. Lings, they hit the third base, but the Adepts are in position, and Krystianer, he holds. He does hold, he does defend. The pylon is exposed. But again, the Oracles, they're back home, and they shut this down. Now, with the fast lair, this can lead into a couple of different things. Could lead into Overlord drops. There are Overlords in position. They could morph in. They could drop across the map. Otherwise, this should be a Hydra rush out of Elazer. Time and time again, Elazer, he has been rushing Hydra. He did this against Geralt earlier today, if you recall. And Geralt, he barely didn't hold on. He barely did struggle. But it was also on smaller maps. On maps like Whispers of Gold. And also on, I believe, Abyssal Reef, if I recall correctly. which, to be fair, was one of the larger maps of the map pool. But Elazer, he was just hyper aggressive. And that trend continues here as the layer is done, and show us the Hydrogen. There it is. Fast Hydrogen, 5-minute Hydrogen here by Elazer. Again, just rushing into Hydras, rushing into Lings, and most likely going for a 3-base all-in. Most likely 3-base all-in here on ley lines. We'll see if Krystianer can survive this. As I don't think we've casted Elazer play macro tonight against Protoss. It's just been purely all-ins. Just game after game after game. Just non-stop all-ins. Also my mistake. If I recall correctly, I think game 1 against Geralt was not on Abyssal, it was on Amygdala, if I recall correctly. It's a long day. As the Oracles, they do dip in. Oh, getting a couple of drones. Ooh, they get 4 workers. 1 Oracle finally goes down. As Elazer, he does catch an Oracle. Very nicely done. Oh, catching another. Oh, almost. Casito. Almost, as the Oracle does back off. Behind this entire time, Krystianer going for his Archon follow-up here. As you can see, Archons are morphing in, getting to charge us, going for a gateway explosion. Now, what I will say is that this army composition that Krystianer is embracing is going to wreak havoc if Elazer does not get a Roach Warren or a Baneling Nest. As we can see, it's still purely Ling Hydra, and Ling Hydra melts so hard, so quick against what he is up against this army of Krystianer. But Krystianer's out of position. He's moving out. As he moves out, the Ling Hydra moves in. Does he turn around? Does he come back home? He does. He does respond. He's forced back. Pylon goes down. The cannon gets depowered. Elazer buying time. For what? For the Spire. Spire is on the way. Ling drop here towards the natural as well. Elazer trying to pull Krystianer apart. So far, so good. Lings, they hit the natural. They dive into the main. Likewise, at the same time, ooh, Hydras are bleeding out. Again, these are still better trades for Krystianer. And he doesn't lose much across the map. He will lose, what, 4 workers. More Hydras getting picked off. Well, Lings have arrived. And with this, Elazer can surround. How good are the force fields? So far, very nice force fields. The Hydras are zoned away. He saves the Archons. Krystianer pulls back and he's gearing up for a push. The Spire is about to finish, but I feel like Mutas in this game state may just kill Elazer. He doesn't need Mutas, he needs Lings and Hydras. There we go, 8 Mutas are on the way. Bold move here by Elazer. He has to be active, but again, he cannot fight this head on. This army is just gonna melt. Ooh, Archons are behind. Lings, they just evaporate. And now it's go time. Now it's time for Krystianer to move. Now it's not the time to turn around. He has to commit. And again, Mutas, they cannot touch this. There's what, five Archons? Mutas, they do nothing against this army. And Krystianer's going to snowball out of control. The Mutas are revealed. Krystianer should be feeling pretty good about this. The Mutas, they can go for the Prism. And they will. Prism is under fire. Prism does survive. More Archons on the way. And GG. we don't even get the final fight. Elazer has nothing to defend, and Krystianer, he snowballs out of control and takes a lead in the series. Whew. GG. Krystianer does take a lead. Again, coming into this, Krystianer, he is favored, or at least, as I mentioned, I think there's a high chance for a 1-1, if not a 2-0 scoreline in favor of Krystianer. He has had the better of Elazer for quite some time at this point. If you've been watching our coverage of these Polish events, you would know. You would know there's a reason why Krystianer, he is a reigning champion of the H.4.0.S Galactic battle. And he has been, again, having quite a lot of success here in this matchup. But we'll see if that success continues. Again, I'm not too fond of Elazer's style going Ling Hydra, just because, as I mentioned before, Krystianer, he is known for going Charge or Archon. He's very much so known for Charge or Archon-based compositions. So against that, we need Roaches. We need Roaches, we need Banelings. We need to calm things down and not cut as many corners. But we'll see. We'll see what Elazer goes for this time. So we're getting into game number 2. We're getting into game 2 here. And we'll see how this story ends. As we are going to be selling in and spawning in the top left-hand corner of Whispers of Gold, we have the red Polish Protoss player leading the series 1-0, representing Offside Esports. It is Krystianer. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent, going for a 15-15. We have the blue Zerg player from the land of Poland representing Team Liquid. It is Elazer. Here we go. We are going to be settling in to have our second game here. Now, with this 15 hatch opener, I believe we go for the Overlord follow, which means we shouldn't be delaying the gas geyser for too much longer, but in general, this should be delayed gas for Elazer. Hatchery is on the way, and we'll see how Elazer does open up. And again, what we saw previously out of Krystianer is typically what he goes for. It's either Charge Archon or, as we mentioned before, Charge Archon Immortal into Storm. If Elazer opens Roach, for example, then Krystianer won't be as aggressive. He will back off, start Immortal production, get into a 4th base, and then move out on a 4-base economy and play more defensive instead. So Krystianer, he does kind of adjust his build depending on what the Zerg is up to. Meanwhile, Hatch, Gas Pool, is going for a more standard setup here from the side of Elazer. Now, welcome one and all to Wisps of Gold. Again, I'm a little bit concerned just because Elazer is very prone to cutting corners and very prone to going Ling Hydra. We saw him go for Ling Hydra play again here on Wisps of Gold against Geralt. And again, I'm not too fond of that idea. I'm hoping he does go Roach instead, but it's one of those things that's very stylistic. Elazer is not really too fond of Roach play, and if that's the case, if he skips Roaches, then I'm going to be concerned for him. I'm going to be concerned, but we'll keep an eye on the tech. We'll keep an eye on the tech of choice from our Zerg player here. I'm sure Elazer will adjust. I'm sure he will adapt. For now, going for the gate expanded to Cybercore. Pylon is being thrown down. This is in position here for a Stargate, so we should be seeing a Stargate opener from the side of Krystianer. Should be seeing that Stargate. Huh. There it is. Stargate has been placed. From here, we open up Oracle into a 3rd. Really, my eyes are going to be on the Elazer, as he does pull out of gas. Pulls out of gas. Now, last game, he did rush into a fast lair, into fast Hydras. That should not be the case this time. And we'll see when he pulls back into gas and what that gas is going to be spent on. As for now, he's just droning. Just droning up, just fine. Just saturating, getting our bases up and running. Lings, they poke in for a scout. And they will get eyes on the opener of choice. They slip into the main. They do split up. Potentially getting a probe kill. Probes are under fire. Oh! And he won't quite get one. As Lings, they split off. And so far, Krystianer, he is maintaining himself. Forced to delay some mining time, but only by like a second or two. Nothing too major. Back to mining. And back at home, we have gas. Gas income is being prioritized once again here for Elazer. Pulls back into gas. Full 2-base saturation is upon us. And again, do we throw down a Roach Warren? It's still a little bit too early for that. We're still waiting for around the 4:30 mark. Like 4:30 onwards is kind of when we expect a Roach Warren. Around 5 minutes, especially against the Stargate opener, is more standard. Ooh, that is a Stargate into what? Into Robo. This time is an Archon drop. And once again, fast layer. Oh god, he's going for the fast layer. Oracle does scout. Oracle sees everything. Does confirm. Gets 1 drone kill. So this should be Robo into Twilight Council, into a War Prism, into a Temple Archives, into Archons across the map. This is Mana's go-to build. So Krystianer doing his best Mana impression. As up to Shade into the natural. Drone's going to be going down. Getting 4 drone kills. Very nice damage for 2 Adepts. Oracle still being active. Keeping tabs here on Elazer. Is no Spore, but there are Queens, and Elazer he holds. He does defend that 3rd. Again, as we mentioned, there's that Temple Archives. Again, the Archon drop is coming. Now, the downside here, this is actually a more committed version. Typically, you can actually afford this while still getting a 3rd base, but there's no 3rd. There's no 3rd base here for Krystianer. This is not a 2-base all-in. Don't get this twisted, but this is still very committed. It's going to be a delayed 3rd base for Krystianer as he attempts to expand, and the Lings are here. And the Lings are in position. Meanwhile, once again, Elazer is rushing into Hydras. Now, because of this build is very different from Krystianer this time. Because of the Archon drop, I believe there are going to be Hydras in time to potentially snipe the War Prism. If the Prism goes down, I mean, that can just be game then and there. Also, I'm assuming, yeah, there we go. War Prism is out. And Lings are on top of the High Templar. Ooh, they force a cancel. Yeah, massive win there for Elazer. Cancels the High Templar. Archon's warping in defensively back at home. And that's a big delay. And what does that mean? It means that the Hydras are building up. Hydras are on the way. And again, as you mentioned, if Hydras, if they can catch out this Warp Prism, that can be game. Krystianer has to be very careful with this Warp Prism. As he moves out, back at home, slowly getting Stir Base up and running into Charge, into +1, into Immortals. Is macroing up. And Elazer, he's massing more Lings. Hydras are revealed. And up, he wants one. Doesn't quite get it. Prism's being forced back. Hydra speed halfway done. And Krystianer playing with fire. Has to be very careful. Does rotate, does get on top of the expansion. Krystianer pulling away. Going for a gateway explosion, massing up zealots. Now, what's important here as we are harassing, getting more drone kills, is that Elazer, he's not droning. Elazer, he's actually at under 3-way saturation. He's on 61 drones. So after this wave of overlords, overlord speed, he's going for an all-in. He's going for the all-in. Overlord speed is on the way. What is that for? Drop-a-lords. He's going for a mass drop-a-lords. Going for a doom drop. And it's purely Ling Hydra. There's no extra drones to saturate the 4th base, no extra drones to saturate the 3-base setup that we currently have. And you know what else? No Evo chambers. No Evo chambers, no upgrades, no infestation pit, no hive tech, no lurkers. It's just purely Ling Hydra. Oh boy. Oh, there are a couple of drones. Okay, couple of drones on the way. But outside of that, Elazer, he's committed. He's pushing in. And Krystianer, can he keep up? So far being pulled apart. Massive stasis goes up, but the Hydras are gaining ground on the right-hand side. The Archon has arrived. Archon under fire. We need more zealots. Yeah, this army split wasn't ideal for Krystianer. He needs more zealots on the right-hand side. Shield batteries out of energy, or the Archon is exposed. Where are those zealots, by the way? They know where they need to be. Ooh, stasis does connect, though. Yeah, big connection, big catch. The Hydras! The Hydras are exposed. Massive pickoff. As these Hydras, they should not escape. They can maybe get one Archon. Here, they get one Archon, but that's still not worth it for Elazer, losing too much. At the same time, though, here comes the Doom Drop. The attempted Doom Drop. Remember, the army got caught out. GG, the drop is denied. And just like that, Krystianer, he shuts down the aggression. Elazer, he was all in, and Krystianer takes the 2-0. GG. Oh, my God. GG, well played. Everything going from bad to worse for Elazer. His Hydras got caught by the stasis, by another stasis. He got surrounded as well. He lost all his Hydras. Because he lost the Hydras, he missed the Doom Drop timing because there was nothing to fill up those Doom Drops. And when he did drop in, there was an army everywhere. There was an army back at him to defend, to attack. Krystianer was all over him. GG. GG, well played. Krystianer takes the 2-0. GG. And with that, that's a big win for Krystianer when it comes to making it through the group stage. I see Eva in the chat. I've never seen this one before. Oh no, Eva. It's gonna be okay, but it's gonna be okay. Oh no, not like this. Regardless, GG, well played. Krystianer does take it, and as we were kind of alluding to, and I'm sure the European Zerg players are fully aware, this is, Krystianer's go-to builds. Whether it's the previous game where he went for a more aggressive chargeable Archon opener, or here in this game going for the Archon drop, it is what Krystianer is known for stylistically, I should say. Whether it's Krystianer, Mana even more so, right? I think that's also what Eba was alluding to, but the Polish Protoss players, they're lockstep when it comes to how they like to play. At least Mana and Krystianer. Geralt less so. Geralt, he's more of a standard player, I will say. He's he has more variety to him. Yep. With that, GG, well played. That leads us into the final round of the group stage. One round left. Let's switch our scenes over. ! B in the chat if you guys want to have a look back yourselves, as I believe we have some updates here. Oh, as we even having a look at the players themselves.